Calgary Flames had the 16th overall pick in the 2023 NHL Draft. They go with winger Samuel Honzek from Vancouver. Gil Martin here, along with our prospects expert, Hadi Kalakeche. And we're joined right now by Jess Belmosto of Locked On Flames to talk about this pick. Jess, were you surprised by Honzek, and what do you think he adds to the table for the Flames?
So I had Matthew Wood in my mock draft, and he, of course, went to Nashville, just one pick ahead. So, I was kind of bummed out there, but, Samuel does bring a lot to the Flames. He has a strong puck control. He can control the puck. He's big. He's 6'4", 185 pounds. It's what the Flames need. He's young. There's room for him to grow. And it's just a matter of the Flames really utilizing their youth, which they don't right now.
Hadi, what do you like about Samuel Honzek?
He's just a very well-rounded player. There's a lot of areas that he impacts regularly. I love his playmaking. He's got a decent shot, great stick handling, really good at receiving pucks and making plays out of receptions really quickly. Great two-way game as well, really physical. 6'3", 180, which, for a big guy, he doesn't have all that much weight on him. So he's got a lot of room to add that weight and improve his physical game even further. I don't think there's any real standout skill in his game, but just the overall package is really solid. And I feel like he'd make a really good middle six, two-way forward, two-way center for the Flames long-term.
And Jess, I know the Flames have been very busy leading up to this draft. What are your thoughts about the moves this team has made thus far?
I truly thought that Noah Hanifin would have been moved tonight. I thought if they were going to move him, it would have been for a first-round pick. But I guess GMs weren't biting, and, that's their call. So it really is just a matter of them continuing to monitor these situations. I know that Noah Hanifin will be out, and I would honestly say before the middle of July. Obviously he wants to go back to America, so we'll see there. And losing Toffoli really stinks because he was the leading scorer on the team last year, and good for him for getting what he wants. And the return was very underwhelming.
What were you expecting in return?
At least a first round pick. I really think that he's worth more than a third, and obviously a roster player, but general managers are general managers, and clearly they're more qualified than me.
So, Hadi, for Honzek, how far from the NHL do you think he is? And I'm assuming he's going to have to bulk up that 180 pounds a little bit as well.
A tiny bit. I don't think it would hold him back so much if he doesn't end up bulking up the way that he could. But really, I think it's a matter of maybe 2 years before he signs and then works his way up out of the AHL. I feel like the timeline's a bit shorter for him because he's one of the older players in the draft. Is a November birthday. He's got a lot of his development already done, and yes, there's room to improve upon his skill set in terms of adding technical skills to his game that could go even further, making him a more inside-driven player, helping him cut to the middle and find soft ice in the middle of the ice with the puck rather than constantly doing it without it would be one thing that he could work on. And usually that takes a couple of years to develop. Once a player hits 20, 21, the maturity in their game usually brings them to a level where they're comfortable cutting to the middle, especially if they're constantly playing against the same competition. So I think that spending the next 2 years in the dub would really be good for his game. And then once he's signed, just letting him get comfortable in the AHL and working his way up, because he needs a bit more chaos to his game. He likes to control play, he likes to dictate it, but just getting him used to the randomness of North American hockey at the professional level will help him a lot.
All right. Well, for more on this selection and all the Flames' other moves around the draft, free agency, and trades, tune in to Locked On Flames for free on your favorite podcast app and on YouTube. It's all part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.